Hello and welcome back to another Dune Awakening video. And wow, no, we have a huge update today. Yeah, we have a new patch note, and oh boy, did it stir up lots and lots of feelings. And before we begin, okay, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. And I want to put this thing first, okay. I actually suppose, or rather I feel, I'm going to use the word feel, that I'm done with the deep desert because the grind is just way too much. I did not enjoy, I didn't really enjoy deep desert when it comes to just the activities, right? The routine on the deep desert is just go out, farm, and that's about it. However, with some work casually, right, I managed to secure enough resources for a large spice refinery finally. Yes, and of course, to make things a little bit interesting, we have an update for the deep desert, and the update brings you tier 6 materials to row A, or rather to the PvE area, which is crazy. Look at that, Stratavarium at row A. That is crazy. All right, I already have a base. I already did check a little bit, but wow, no, this changed a little bit more. Does it really make the grind a little bit less hassle? I dare say it kinda improve the deep desert experience just a little bit better for tiers, and not say for tier 6, for PvE players. Now this is where I won't say problem arises. This is where a lot of people are not happy about it because they want to lock, or rather the original intention for the tier 6 material is lock behind PvP. Now, before I say anything, right, this is just a personal opinion. I would say any end game item, okay, that is locked behind PvP, we have to be careful. Okay, this is because I already played. I played since the early access ish. Not say early access. The early. I basically pre-ordered and I got a few days earlier. Okay, so I did not rush all the way to the end game, and what got me back to Deep Desert is, of course, once I'm done with Tier 5, which is the previously true ending for crafting per se. But if you are locking up all the essentials, I'm going to use the word essentials, like for example, the Coam steel suit, we have some Reggie's weapons, right? Again, Coam scout armor, heavy armor, and obviously some of the refineries behind tier 6 materials, and you need a lot of tier 6 materials, right? A lot of resources. That technically is not fun. Yeah, I that's why I kind of sort of I won't say burn out. I kind of don't feel like grinding tier 6 items because I have to go, I have to make sure I have to avoid PvP people. Alright, PvP, I would dare say, is not the biggest issue. Okay? Biggest issue is people who just gank you up. And that really makes me, not say sad, but I just don't feel like playing with them, right? Because I am busy, not say busy, I want to build up my armor and whatnot, and then I can go a proper PvP with proper items. But if you're just gonna gank me, right? For example, 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1, I'm just not bothered, okay? Especially during the spice harvest, right? People just chase. Okay, there's a difference between chasing you away from large guild that they want to use Sandcrawler versus just a few guys seeing, hey, you know what, this guy's farming spice, he or she is vulnerable, let's shoot some rockets. Yeah, that's it. I'm not keen on doing those things, and that's about it. Okay, That's it. Just not keen. Okay, so now we're gonna just wait. Let me check. Let's see. Plastinium ingot, I have enough. Complex machinery, I have enough. Silicon block, I don't have enough. Spice melange, cobalt paste, advanced machinery. Oh, got lots of things to bring out. Okay, so with that, you know what? Since the tier 6 materials, I think last week or the last patch, they introduced some right on the outer not say outer, the row D and E ish, right, small islands with tier 6 materials. And you know what, I think that's a huge improvement. It makes people kind of want to play a little bit more, including me. I tried, right, I really tried. And farming plastinium ingot, no problem, right? I managed to dodge lots of PvP people, but spice, yeah, still getting shot at, so not a big fan of that. And actually I wanted to make a video about spice farming. Is DD worth the hassle to farm spice melange or Harga Basin? But since there is a new update, and I saw some, all right, if you go to some of the maps, community maps, there are reports about medium spice field in the PvE area, which is row D and E. So I'm gonna give one more week for farming spice, and then let's see how it goes. And yeah, that's it. That's a quick thing. And of course, we want to go through some of the change logs because that is important. It's a big patch and lots of things I want to go through. Yeah. So, yup. No, I dare say it's definitely a little bit better. A little bit. But is it the best for Dune Awakening? Yeah, that's a big discussion, which will not be in this video. It's just going to be a simple video about the update, and I'm just going to give my PvE perspective, right? The casual player perspective. Hardcore players, that's a whole different story. By now, they already have everything they need, right, to fight back. That's one thing. And then top it off, I'm kind of solo. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna grab some materials and make sure to build my large spice refinery. Haha. Finally it is here. Oh boy, I really need a huge oh no, I don't know how I'm gonna build this in a solo base, but here it is. Finally, large or spice refinery. Right, is this middle? I think this is the middle, right? Okay, let's go. Boom! Ta-da! Ah, look at that. So nice. So much effort to build this guy. Okay, let's read the patch note a little bit. It is a long patch note, so I'm not gonna go through everything. We're gonna go through some of the highlights for sure. Let me zoom in a little bit. I think we are good. Yes, okay, this is good. This is super big. You guys can probably read, and we're gonna go through a quick one. All right, so the patch 1.1.20 is online. All right, I did some playthrough. Awesome. I personally kind of like this update. Okay, so let's go with the highlight first. All right, it is now possible to place pillars between walls. Not a big deal for me, but always a welcoming change, that's for sure. A new sandbike variant and a new set of desert mechanic decoration. Yep, no, you know what? Anything that is cosmetic and it's free, I will always welcome, that's for sure. And then following how Funcom has been dealing with their cosmetic, usually, okay, it's in the form of DLC. So if I can get it for free, I'm super happy. Definitely for people who wants to build a sand castle for sure. Okay, next up, colliding with the sandworm body while it's above ground. Ooh, insta death when you touch the worm. Ouch. Ouch, that's for sure. Alright, so that means farming spice requires a little bit more caution, I would say. Next up, you can search for items in the exchange. Okay, not a big deal for me. You know what? The exchange for Dune Awakening is kind of useless. I cannot say it's entirely useless, but does really people buy stuff from the exchange unless it's a super rare, or not say rare, tier 6, alright? Things that you need to do PvP. Yeah, okay, anyway. That's that. Alright, nice little quality of life update. Deposit all blood, extract all water. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, instead of keep mashing the button, now it's a one button refill everything. Next up, we have the Solido Replicator, now encode placeables and decoration. This makes tearing down the your base in the deep desert a little bit more, I would say, faster. Basically it's fast for you to build up, right? Tear down and build up, it's fast. Okay, so that's no. Tearing down is still the same because you can straight away put everything. Does it really make it faster? If it's a small base, yeah, you know what, it does make it faster. So it's nice, right? It's nice, that's for sure. NPC can no longer damage player-owned buildings in PvE areas. This one, most likely it's under the deep desert. This part I don't have an issue, but then again, hey, if there's an issue, glad that they fixed it. Next up, fix an issue where you should build horizontal pentashields. Yeah, that way. So a lot of people has been building a aquarium cube, I would say, with pentashields. That gotta go. Mainly because there are some. This is mainly on the PvP side, okay? PvE side doesn't really matter, but PvP there are some damage, not modifier, like you only can hit certain parts of the pentashield and whatnot, but now they change everything, so yeah, you know what, that's okay, that's good. Partially, next up, last one on the highlight. Partially harvested spice fields now show the correct visual after the client reconnect. This is mainly for ghost spice field, I think. Alright, hopefully it is. If yes, then great. If no, then you know what? It's a thing that I have not encountered. Okay, so that's that for the highlight. I'm not gonna go through a lot of stuff because it's so. Look at that! Look at that! It's a lot. Oh, I think this is the most critical part for a lot of people, especially on the PvP side. Okay, let's go. Vehicle, not bothered. No. There is one thing that I want to put. They didn't put under the highlight, which is interesting though. No, not gonna go there. Ammunition, no. Basically, they changed the recipe for rockets. Yes. Combat. I think it's up there, right? Did I mess it up? You know what? Like I said, it's a long thing. Like I don't know where it is. Okay, I think it's somewhere on top here. But anyway, I'm not gonna go scroll at everything. So that's that for the highlight, the main part of the change log. I suggest you better read it up for those who are keen on what's the update. Most cases is definitely catered towards the PvE crowd. Now the PvP crowd will definitely have some complaints, and let's see how it goes. Let's see, because I'll put out another video, but because I want to play Dune Awakening not for the PvP aspect but for the PvE and lore aspect, like how they want to tell this story. Okay, anyway, last part. Increase the volume rockets and missiles from 0.05V to 0.2. That's a lot now. So now full stack is 50V. Increase the crafting cost for rockets to from 1 duraluminum to 4 duraluminum plus 20 fuel cells. So I'm sure a lot of people already have stocked up, okay? I can guarantee that. And does it really make a big deal? For big guilds, doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, it's mainly for a smaller crowd of people, or rather small group, I would say. But most likely, small groups doesn't really do this type of PvP. Yeah, you know what? PvP we'll talk another video because it has, well, this video is way too long already. So with that, that's all I have for you for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next Dune Awakening video. Now to go to DD and farm some spikes.